vector is equal to position vector of point P. Just understand this line. Let O be any point known as origin of reference. Now if I have this system, this is, let's say, O vector, 0 vector, and this I am representing by point O, and this vector P, I want to find the position vector of P vector, of P point. Then how will I find? I'll just join O and P, and this OP vector will give you the position vector of P point, right? So it is written here, P be the given point, then OP vector will give you the position vector of the point P. So that is one of the application. Now, but note one thing, this origin of reference should be fixed over here. If this origin of reference shifts to some point, let's say Q, if the position vector of origin of reference, if the origin of reference shifts to some point Q, then the position vector of P will be with respect to this new origin of reference. It won't be OP vector. It will be equal to QP vector, not PQ vector, because this is starting from Q and ending at P. So therefore this will become QP vector. So this you must take care that if the origin of reference shifts, then the position vector of the point will also shift. Now let's see the next application, which is position vector of a vector. Now till now we've discussed position vector of a point. Now we'll discuss the position vector of a given vector. Let's say our vector is going like this. This is AB vector. I want to find the position vector of this given AB vector. How will I find that? First of all, we have to know what are the position vectors of point A and B. That can be proved by fixing some O point, which is the origin of reference. Now this OA vector, we know that this is the position vector of point A. Similarly, OB vector will be the position vector of point B. Now this OA vector and OB vector, we know these are the position vectors of point, this was OA, and this is the position vector of point B. And how will I get AB vector? Just see, the triangle law is applicable like this. OA vector plus AB vector is equal to OB vector. Now since the head of OA vector is joining the tail of AB vector, we can add these two vectors. Therefore, we can say that OA vector plus AB vector is equal to OB vector. Now let's say position vector of this point is A vector and this is small b vector. Therefore, AB vector will become B vector minus A vector. So we can see that this is the difference between the terminal point and the initial point. So this vector, the position vector of the AB vector will be terminal point